we in America have some of the cleanest air and cleanest water of anybody in the world. That's right. So what we do is we're gonna put from the Green New Deal millions or billions of dollars cleaning our good air up. So all of a sudden China and India ain't putting nothing in there cleaning that situation up. So all that bad air is still there. But since we don't control the air, our good air decided to float over to China, bad air. So when China gets our good air, that bad air gotta move. So it moves over to our good air space.
That was Georgia Senate candidate Herschel Walker, just talking about science, in the mind of a GOP candidate, I guess. So he was speaking at a Hall County GOP Independence Day picnic event. And he went on this odd rant about climate change and the Green New Deal, which is dead on arrival. What Green New Deal? There is no Green New Deal. Are we really having a conversation? Are we really attacking the Green New Deal right now? You guys won. Okay, mainstream Democratic Party is trash. They're not doing anything. Really, you guys are gonna campaign on attacking the Green New Deal that doesn't even exist at this point?
Nancy Pelosi hates the Green New Deal. She called it the Green Dream or whatever.
Yeah,
she might agree with Herschel Walker.
No, 100%, but whatever. Of course, they campaign fighting imaginary monsters. Okay, imaginary monsters that I wished actually existed and fought for the Democratic base, but that's a different story. So that odd rant, again, just one example of Walker's many public speaking gaffes. Here's another one.
Hey, Bonner Roger with CNN. I know. Can I ask you, do you support any new gun laws in the wake of this Texas shooting?
Do what now?
Do you support new gun laws in the wake of this Texas shooting?
What I like to do is see it and everything and stuff. I like to see it and everything.
A favorite New Jersey trip?
Cain killed Abel, and that's the problem that we have. And I said, what we need to do is look into how we can stop those things. He talked about doing a disinformation. What about getting a department that can look at young men, that's looking at women, that's looking at just social media? At one time, science said man came from apes. Did it not? That's when you go to the science.
Every time I read or hear that, I think to myself, you just didn't read the same Bible I did.
Well, this was interesting though. If that is true, why are there still apes? Think about it.
Now you're getting too smart for us.
No. Think about this. We have an evolution we've gotten so intelligent that if that is true, why are there still apes? I think some of the biggest problems going on in our country today, we have so many celebrities telling people that they can't do it. Telling a lot of people, you can't do it. Like you got to feel bad for yourself. They've done it, but they're telling you can't do it. And it's like, God, you did it. Why they can't do it?
You got to vote for people that believes in this country. And if you don't believe in the country, leave and go somewhere else. If it's a worse state, why are you here? Why don't you leave? Go to another. That's 51 more other states you can go to.
Cenk, take it away.
Okay, there's 51 more states you can go to. Why don't you leave the country?
Science.
Okay, if we came from monkeys, how come the monkeys are still around? That's my favorite.
Science.
Okay, and then the other guy's like, you're too smart for us. Okay, or maybe my favorite is, now you got the men looking at the women looking at the men, and then they're both looking at the social media. Like, you're like, what are we talking about?
It's true. I mean, that's probably the most accurate thing he said. Yeah, yes.
Well, yes.
Correct. You want the government to regulate that?
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one who's got a bunch of kids you were trying to hide, like maybe.
Yeah, I mean, apparently you were looking at the woman at some point, and then you weren't looking at the kids that you created. Let's just keep it real on that. So this is why they want to keep him in a basement, because if he gets out, he says maniacally stupid things like America has the cleanest air. That's not remotely true. We're one of the worst polluters in the world. We create more climate change than anyone until recently. I think China might have passed us. But we've been #1 in being the worst in both pollution and climate change for a long time, right?
We've got lead in our drinking water. It's not just in Flint, Michigan. It's all over the place. I remember a lengthy Associated Press investigation into that.
In 3,000 different towns. Lead causes brain damage. Our water is disastrous. He's like, we got good water, but if the good water goes to India, then they send the bad water and the bad air to us.
What was that?
I mean, come on.
What
man.
As someone who's married to a Chinese woman, what was the China connection there? Maybe there's something I'm missing.
No, China is now also putting out a lot of coal into the and carbon into the air, right? They're using a lot of coal, putting carbon in the air, and now they're in disastrous shape on climate change as well. But China's actually trying to ameliorate it. They have a ton of growth and they're trying to find a way to. But what doesn't happen though, what doesn't happen is that the climate change creating carbons that China puts in the air doesn't come over to America's good air and push it out. I mean, come on, man.
Does China take the coal out and clean it?
Well,
we
do.
That.
I know that. That's what Trump said. Clean coal. That's when you take the coal out and you clean it. No, there's no dishwasher for coal. That's not. And remember, he's talking about air. Remember, the leader of these morons is Donald Trump, who said that air could cause cancer.
The windmills.
The windmills that
specifically the air from the windmills cause cancer. Wing.
Windmills. Wing.
That's from the same thing. He's like the noise from the windmills, from the windmills, wing causes cancer. Nobody's talking about it. The reason nobody's talking about it is because it isn't true. And to be fair to Trump, he was better with water. He's like, Puerto Rico's an island surrounded by water.
Big water.
Big water. Ocean water, and that is technically accurate. That is correct.
Correct, yeah. Now, just going back to the point you made about Herschel Walker being advised to remain in a basement because of all these gaffes. These are his own campaign advisors. With Walker, a campaign source said, any public interaction carries enormous risk, which aides try to mitigate with curated public appearances and strict media gatekeeping. He screws up on Fox News where people agree with him. So the idea of him taking an adverse interview or interacting with people who don't agree with him is a non-starter, the advisor said, likening the prospect to sending him into the lion's den. This is someone who's running for the United States Senate. The United States Senate, in which there are a total of 100 senators. If he can't handle an interview with someone who disagrees with him, should he be a United States Senator? I don't know, I guess it's up for the people of Georgia to decide. And look, we've seen some positive things coming out of Georgia. We've also seen Marjorie Greene come out of Georgia. So, well, I'm not holding my breath. This country never ceases to amaze me in how disappointing it is.
Well, in a sense, Georgia's literally sending their bad air when Walker and Marjorie Taylor Greene speak to the rest of us. But no, Georgia is a mixed bag. There's some good news and bad news out of Georgia. But guys, my main takeaway from this is he won the Republican primary. It just happened a couple weeks ago. He won the Republican primary by 55 points.
Wait, who did?
Herschel Walker.
Oh, Herschel Walker did, yeah.
Yeah, so
China.
Republicans saw what you just saw. Now, granted, the last clip is from these last couple of days. But they saw Herschel Walker saying all those crazy things before.
And they thought nailed it.
And they thought, yeah, I love it. Love it. That guy's a genius. He's too smart for us. You heard the guy say, too smart for us. So he won in a landslide, super easy. Republicans think that that's smart.
It's a damn shame.
Guys like Ben Carson, he was talking to Ben Carson there for a second. Guys like Ben Carson who actually are smart have to pretend to be dumb in order to get Republicans to like them.
He's smart on some things. Doesn't mean he's smart on everything.
He's smart in how he got that gravy train from racist white folks who constantly pay him to give speeches and write books about how bad black people are, right?
True, he's very talented in the grift. I will concede on that point. He's also like it's amazing. Like isn't he a brain surgeon?
Yeah.
No, you can be super smart on some things, but like a complete moron on pretty much anything else.
Yeah, but for those guys, like, and the other guy that comes to mind is Dr. Oz. He's a great heart surgeon, right? And clearly smart about those things and many other things. But when it comes to the grift, they just can't help themselves. It's the grift that keeps on giving. So he's like, pseudoscience, yeah, I love it. Take this garbage medicine, yeah. Oh yeah, maybe there's ghosts, you never know. Could be Jen, yeah, you never know. Trump, banning all Muslims, that's a great idea. It's a great, I'm Muslim, but it's still ban him, I don't care. Where's the money? Where's the fame? Where's the power, right? So that's to me, Ben Carson and Dr. Oz are a different category. Herschel Walker and Donald Trump, like have very significant mental issues. That there's no way they break triple digits. They might not break double digits in IQ. And okay, fine, but there's tons of folks who I would have sympathy as a progressive for them, right? But what's maddening is that when Republican voters elevate them and go, oh my God, these guys are geniuses and wonderful and our leaders. If you're a Republican, that's humiliating. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.